Hi VC, and welcome to a new update, a new vinyl update. Miko from the Vinyl Corner actually messaged me on YouTube and said, where have I gone and why haven't I uploaded a new video in some time? Well, I work in London during the week and don't get much time, but I've got a stack of vinyl to go through today, and hopefully you'll enjoy looking at it. So first off, a piece of non-vinyl actually. This is the Ghosts of Pripyat from Steve Rollery of Morrison. He basically did a Kickstarter project for this solo album, and this is a signed copy. You could get t-shirts and go to the kick-off event as well if you paid more, but nice little booklet. There's a DVD which has a documentary in it, a couple of videos, and a high resolution 24-bit 96K version of the album, and it's really good. It's sort of reminiscent of Dave Gilmour solo albums but without any singing, but really good. I highly recommend it. If you can get hold of a copy, please do so. There is a Kickstarter project still up and running. I think you can buy this also on the Morrison store, so have a look at that. Right, let's get some albums going. Just bear with me. So I came back from London, and this was waiting for me. Amazing Division Bell special edition, 20th anniversary edition. I've already got the double vinyl, but couldn't resist this. It's also got some fantastic stuff with it, so I'll go through the package for those of you who haven't seen it. One thing I did notice was that when I got the double vinyl on its own, there was no booklet, there was no there was nothing, there weren't any details at all, just the double album with some pictures on. And amazingly, in the box set you get the missing brochure, which has all the band and the production details on it, and it also has the lyrics for all the tracks. So I think they should have put this in with the album as well, because the album was 30 quid. So, you know, they should have included that with it. You'd expect that with any album these days, certainly deluxe. You also get a download card. This is for 24-bit 320k and a 320k MP3 version of the album, which I've already got. You also get some advertorial photos. These are actually photographs, and they are High Hopes with Keep Talking on the flip. Basically, this is a single that you get, a vinyl single that you get with the set, and these are just sort of promo cards, and they are glossy photographs basically. They've got some nice imagery on there from the sessions. So some great photos there. This set is about £100 sterling. I'm not sure if you can get it. It's come down a little bit, and I just took the plunge. I couldn't resist it really. You get some nice lithographs with it as well. So there's that one's called Marooned. Then you get various images from the album cover, which are all very nice quality, quite frameable prints. Really nice. So pretty pleased with those. I might frame those. I probably won't leave them boxed up. Then you get High Hopes with Keep Talking. So this is a 7-inch single, and it's on clear vinyl. You then get what they call a limited edition poster bag, which is, I think this is just a poster that's folded up the same size. I think that's what they call it, a poster bag, and that's for the same single, the High Hopes single. There's that. You then get Take It Back on limited edition coloured vinyl with Astronomy Mine live on the B-side, and this is on red vinyl, or sort of like purpley sort of vinyl, translucent. Really pleased to have that. And then you also get High Hopes, Keep Talking, and also One of These Days live, and a set of 7 film cards. Well, we've seen the film cards, I just showed you those. So you basically get a 12-inch, beautiful quality with those tracks on, and the vinyl is coloured vinyl. There you go, coloured vinyl. And on the flip side, it's not really etched, it's sort of like just sort of printed, but it's got a sort of weird design on there with some monkeys and things. Or skulls, I'm not too sure. No, it's pretty not great on the B-side actually, but certainly having those 3 tracks on the one side is great. It's a little dished, but there we go. It's pretty robust 180 gram vinyl, so I'm sure it'll be fine once I put the clamp on the deck. So there's that, and then finally you get, oh no, not finally, because there's 2 more things. So you get the double album, which I've already shown, with no details on it, of course, until you use the booklet, and these are just black. It's double album, 180 gram, and you also get a Division Bell CD. This is a new remastered edition CD as well, and you also get a DVD. Actually, it's a Blu-ray. It's a Blu-ray disc. Yeah, it's Blu-ray, and that has on it a 2014 film directed by Aubrey Powell. It has a stereo PCM 96 kHz 24-bit mastered by James Guthrie version of the album, and also a 5.1 previously unreleased mix, 9624 audio master, DTS master audio of the album. So look forward to hearing that in 5.1 actually. So pretty pleased with that set. They've really, it's really lavish. They take a lot of care with it, and I'm so pleased to have it, because there aren't many copies of this around left now, and I think if you're a fan of this wonderful album, then I can't recommend it enough. I'll just put that over there. I'll try and stick it all back in. So next, oh, left the cards out, can't do that. Stick that in as well. So next up, a few albums I picked up around London, and a local record store in the county town of Somerset, where I live, called Taunton. Don't live in Taunton, but I live in Somerset, and it's the county town of Somerset is Taunton. So I've always liked this album. I don't know why I didn't have it. It's the one Supertramp album I didn't have in my collection, even in the quietest moments. Nice clean copy on A&M, so very pleased to have that. I was digging in London, went up with my family the other weekend, or they came up to me because I'd stayed up there, and I found the most clean copy of The Best of Family. I mean, look at the spine on that, it's beautiful. So it's a near mint copy, this. Got the inner as well, family tree on it. Whilst I'm not too keen on that cover, a football sort of cover, the album is fabulous. It's very high grade vinyl. This came out, I believe, in '74, and this is an original, and it's on the Reprise brown sort of label. So very pleased to have that copy. It sounds great, sounds really clean. It's clearly not been played that much. Sometimes best ofs are bought for completion, and they have the odd track on them that other albums don't have. This has got a few singles on it. Sweet Desiree, and what else was on here? In My Own Time, which was a flip side. So it's quite nice to have those on vinyl. While I was in that shop, I found a... Hi VC, back again. My video stopped recording for some reason, no idea why. So, just playing the High Hopes 12-inch that came with the deluxe box set, the Division Bell, and this has also got Keep Talking and One of These Days on one side only. The other side's got an etching. I showed it in the earlier part. So going back over, carrying on with the album finds and digs from my recent London trip. Got a really nice copy of Fragile by Yes. It's an original. It's an original UK. It's got the sort of the wrong side of the card inner with the quality card inside the hood, and it's got the booklet, which has that great picture of Chris Squire playing his bass in his London flat. I absolutely love that picture. That one there. And this is on orange and green Atlantic. So a really nice copy. I was buying some other albums, which I'll show in a minute, and the guy was just getting this out. He'd obviously bought some albums from somebody and was just going through them, tidying them up and numbering them. And I said, how much for that? And he said, £5. So I got that for £5 UK sterling, which is probably about the original price of this. So very pleased with that, very pleased to find that. My other copy is just a shiny gatefold with no inner booklet, German version, so really pleased to have that. This next one is a great album if you like folk rock crossover. It's Fairport Convention Full House. Really great album. This is on the Island label, and it's the last album featuring Richard Thompson. It's on the Day Night Island label. The original would have been Pink Rim probably on this one, but it's got one of their most famous tracks on it called Walk a While. So love that album. Pleased to pick that one up. Got a really clean version of Strangler's Rattus Nevegicus. Can't believe I didn't have this, but this is such a good clean original version from '77 on United Artists. It's got the inner, and it's got the vanity label, or the custom label. So very pleased to get that. It plays like a dream, so I can only think whoever had it either looked after it or didn't play it very much. So been looking for a clean copy of that, as I am of Nevermind the Bollocks and a couple of the early Clash. So really pleased to get that. My birthday recently, my father bought me the double 180-gram gatefold of Marbles by Marillion. That's a Madfish release, really nice quality. My recent dig in London, I managed to get hold of a copy of Power in the Darkness by Tom Robinson Band. Really great band. I went to see them do this album live in Bristol in '78, and they were so loud the manager came in and turned the power off and turned the lights on. It comes with the stencil, which says, "This stencil is not meant for spraying on public property." Of course, that was the intention. They wanted it sprayed everywhere. It's a great album, this. It's a real rocky album on the original brown and red EMI label. If you haven't heard this, you really should. I mean, you know, I'm really into prog rock, but I love 70s sort of slightly post-punk, really. And this is a great rock album. And it's got some really good tracks on it. It's a really clean copy. My favourite track on here is probably Power in the Darkness, which is just a truly great track. So, highly recommend that. A friend of mine said, did I have Clouds by Joni Mitchell? And I said no. and they found this in a charity shop and said, should they pick it up for me? And I said, yeah, why not? Thinking it would be a bit of a grotty copy. I think it cost £2. And it's an amazing original on the Brown Reprise label. So very pleased to have that. UK original. It plays like an absolute dream. It's really quiet. So once again, you know, very lucky to have that one. It's got the little embossed W on there, which is that was on the original Warner Brothers Reprise label, Warner Brothers. I also found a very, very cheap Greatest Hits from Manfred Mann on horrible music for pleasure, but actually it sounds really good. It's got Pretty Flamingo on it, Oh No Not My Baby, Come Tomorrow, Shalala, If You've Gotta Go, Go Now, Do Wah Diddy, With God on Our Side, Groove in Nine Kingpin, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's actually quite a good little compilation. Didn't cost anything really, so. Still digging. I found I think this is a second edition Smith's Hatful of Hollow. The original I used to have had a gatefold sleeve, and God knows what that's worth now, but it's on rough trade, and this really is probably the best all-round Smith's album. I mean, it's got William, It Was Really Nothing, What Difference Does It Make, This Charming Man, How Soon Is Now, Hand in Glove, Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, Back to the Old House, which I love, Reel Around the Fountain. It's just such a good album. And that's on the pretty dull looking Rough Trade label. I used to go down to Rough Trade when I first lived in London and hang around and pick up promo copies of albums, just talk to the guys down there. Really great place. Got a really clean copy of this for £1. Breakaway, Gallagher and Lyle on A&M. I really like this album. It's very poppy, but it's great. You know, Breakaway, Stay Young, I Want to Stay With You, Heart on My Sleeve. They were massive hits in the day. When would that come out? Let's have a look, because that's probably quite important. It's got the inner with the lyrics as well. 76, so it's the sort of thing that punk killed. Probably a good thing, I guess. My wife for my birthday got me a copy of this amazing album. Really, really high grade quality card stock, Lullaby and The Ceaseless Roar. And it really is a fabulous release. It's got really nice inner sort of detailed card sleeve, and then it's got 3 sides on black vinyl, 2 sides there. It's also got, let's take that out, there's also, if I can get it out, a full copy on CD. You know, I really like that. Why shouldn't you get a full copy on CD? It costs enough. And then the 3rd side, and then the 4th side, which is basically what is on there. It looks like, I mean, the cover's a shell, and that looks like oh God, what's the god of who's underwater? Atlanta, I think that probably is. Atlantis, I don't know. But superb package. Let's just see the inside of the label of the CD. It's like the record label, but just such a beautiful package, and so complete by having the CD there as well. I think that's just amazing. Really nice poly-lined inner sleeves as well, so you can probably pick this up for 25 quid, if not less, and I can't recommend it enough. Saw him twice on his recent tour, once at Glastonbury and once at Glastonbury, so once at the festival and once at the Abbey, and the Abbey gig was just so good. What a great band. Searching through the pound bins at our local vinyl shop, found an immaculate copy of this, Poetic Champions Composed. for £1. It's got some great sax on this from Van. Really good. It's got the original inner with lyrics on. And even though these Mercury late, CD era vinyls were on very thin, the vinyl was on very thin plastic, the sound quality on these is just amazing. I don't know what they use for it, but they sound so good, and this is such a beautiful clean copy. And this is, it's got some great tracks on here. So Did You Get Healed? Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child is probably one of the best Van Morrison tracks ever. Absolutely so pleased to have that. I got Enlightenment the other day as well. Same sort of era Van. Got that on vinyl. Only ever had it on CD, and it's just a cracking album. Found a cheap copy of Hawkwind, Quark, Strangeness and Charm, with original insert, inner sleeve. And amazingly, this is great. This is a Robert Calvert sort of album. Astounding Sounds, Astounding Music, period. I've also got that with the Charisma sleeve. But there you get the Charisma label. So you've got the Hatter label. Beautiful copy. Very pleased to have this. Sounds amazing. It's a great album. It chugs along. It's real space rock. It's just some of the best music out there. Simply adore that album. I'm very pleased to have that. On Discogs, I found a copy of Raintree Crow. Been wanting this for so long. I probably overpaid for it. The sleeve's a bit tatty. It's sort of worn along the top edge, which is really annoying. But you don't see this much in the wild, and it wasn't that expensive. The guy said it was a little bit crackly. Well, it's quite a bit crackly, but it plays, and I'm very happy with it. It's got every track on here is good, but Every Colour You Are, outstanding. Raintree Crow, outstanding. Pocket Full of Change, unbelievably outstanding. And Blackwater, I just absolutely love. If this didn't influence Porcupine Tree, I don't know what did. This is such a good album. Everything about it. It's really Japan reformed, but they called themselves Raintree Crow on this. So I know a few of you in the VC have got this. It's on very thin vinyl, but very pleased to have it. I will try and clean it up a bit. It is a little bit crackly, but it's still usable. Another fantastic find. Anybody on the VC will know I absolutely love prog and Yes. And I picked up a copy of this. I've only ever had this on CD, and even then, when I had it on CD, I had to order it and wait for it. But it's Ramshackled by Alan White. See, it's a bit dirty there. It's all meant to be a white sleeve, and that's just embossed Yes logo up there. 1976. It's a great album, actually. It's quite funky, and it's got the original inner sleeve. That's sort of women's bodies making up that head. Alan White, not nice sort of white Atlantic that side, and then fancy label that side. So really pleased to have this. I could probably clean up the sleeve a little bit, although I'm tempted just to leave it. It's a hell of a find. It's got the original lyric sheet in there as well. It didn't cost me very much, and you can't find this for love nor money. Not being that popular, I guess. It didn't do that well on its release, but it's got a great track with John Anderson on here, called, if I can remember. I can't remember now. Oh yeah, here we go. Song of Innocence on here. It's a superb John Anderson track. And finally, my hunt for a momentary lapse of reason. I picked this up for £5, thinking it's got to be better than my last copy. The sleeve's a bit more robust. I think it's a German copy, this one. Put it on, and it's as crackly as hell. Certainly at the beginning. It does get a little better. I just can't seem to find a clean copy of this. I must have had 3 copies. and I just cannot find a clean copy. So if anyone's got a spare one out there that wants to get rid of it, just let me know, because I've got every other Floyd album and I just can't get this clean. I don't know why. I guess when it came out, 87 or something like that. When it came out, everybody must have had really crappy, 87. Everybody must have had really crappy decks or played it to hell. But can't get a good copy of that. So that's it, I think. I don't think there's anything else that I've got to show. Oh yeah, a friend of mine bought me this for my birthday. Kurt Weill. Insanely brilliant album. Just really love this guy. So well worth listening to that. And I do have a couple down here that I probably should show. No, I think I've shown everything now. So thanks for listening. It'll be a while till I do another one, but when I do, you'll be the first to know. Thanks, guys.